Hey everybody, on this episode of Techfoolery, we comb through all of Google I/O, we check out Google Music, we review the Droid Incredible 2, and we go one more round of the Techno Dome.
Yeah, also Facebook's corporate espionage, Microsoft buys Skype, another Ask Steve, and a new induction into the Museum of Mobile Art.
You're watching Techfoolery, so don't click away. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Techfoolery, the worst tech show on the internet. I am your host, Ashley Esqueda, and joining me as always, my trusty sidekick, Mike Hobbs. What's up, Mike?
Not much.
Our sound was a lot better last episode.
I heard that. People said that it was the case.
Much better.
Because it was quite poor before.
They could hear what you were saying this last episode.
That is nice.
They could hear your astute opinions and industry analysis.
I wouldn't say that, but I think they could hear me.
I might say that.
Thanks.
But if you are just joining us for the first time, welcome. We are happy to have you. And if you are a longtime viewer of all of our previous 3 episodes, we are happy to have you back.
What are you doing here?
I'm just saying thanks. It's nice. It's nice to tell the people we appreciate them, because I really do.
We really do.
So, all right, let's jump right into it. Huge Google week. Google! Let's get into it. Google I/O.
Yeah,
we did not get to go. I'm a little bitter.
I'd like to say we did not go by choice.
No, I did not go by choice.
We didn't want to go.
I did not go because Google decided that I wasn't cool enough to be pressed, and they said, hell to the no, you are not coming to Google I/O, and they made it a little rhyme. They made it a little poem.
Did they in the email?
They wrote it to me in poem form, and they said, hell to the no, you're not going to Google I/O. And I cried for days.
Awful.
And then I cried some more when I saw that everybody at Google I/O this year got a free Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1-inch tablet, which hurt my soul a little bit. I died a little on the inside.
We know they're going to give something away every year.
But man, usually it's cell phones. Tablets, that's pretty good.
Pretty exciting.
Ice cream sandwich, that's sort of the big thing for mobile phones.
Sure, the new version.
The merging of tablets and cell phones. They want to release this in 4th quarter this year, so a nice Christmas treat for those of you buying brand new phones at the time, because I'm sure.
Well, will there be a device, a flagship device that comes with ice cream sandwich?
Andy Rubin did in fact say that there would be a flagship phone and tablet running ice cream sandwich. So there would be another Nexus device. So you can look forward to another Nexus device before the end of the year.
Who do you think from Samsung, perhaps?
I'd like to see another one from HTC. They're now doing this thing where they're doing the Open Handset Alliance is now guaranteeing support for 18 months from a phone's launch.
What do you think? I think that means that there will be updates for a year and a half. You can expect this phone to get updated for a year and a half. After that, don't expect updates.
I think a lot of people are excited about the possibility of phones being updated in a more timely manner, maybe some in groups even, which would be really nice. There is some talk about maybe Google sitting down with manufacturers and saying, look, stock Android has come a long way. Let's go ahead and offer people the option to choose one or the other when you boot the phone up.
I mean, is it within Google's...
It seems like the obvious
That seems
choice.
Obvious that they could go to them and say, you need to put this in, but at the same time, they give the OS away. So
well, yeah, that's the thing. That's the double-edged sword of having a free and open operating system is you have no control over it once it's left Google.
Right, that's the point. They've given it away, so now you have at it, but now they realize that is not a sustainable way.
But there is also something to be said for Google really holding the cards in terms of saying, well, we're not going to release this, we're not going to release ice cream sandwich to you ahead of time.
Right.
So F you.
Right. Yeah, I think in the end it'll end up being, I don't think it'll make much of a difference. I would just like to see them have a switch where you could just run stock Android or not.
I agree. I should be able to download any manufacturer's skin, and I don't understand why manufacturers don't see this.
Yeah, somehow they've gotten confused. They think that their skin is what compels people
not even close.
To what makes their device stand out.
I've never in my life heard somebody go, I love TouchWiz.
No, yeah, or I'm going to choose between these 2 devices, and I'm choosing this one because of TouchWiz.
Because of TouchWiz or Sense or Moto Blur or whatever.
I suppose it's possible.
Ever.
But they wouldn't even know what they were getting. Like, they would see an HTC phone and see the widgets and not even really know.
No, they wouldn't understand that it was Sense.
That's a skin on top of a version of Android.
Oh, that's cool. I like that calendar. There's this new open accessory API, which is pretty exciting.
That's cool. That's great for tinkerers and all kinds of cool
Yeah,
things.
they can interact with all kinds of devices, all these accessories. They had a PC Xbox controller hooked up,
plugged
which
into
was
it.
really cool. They were playing Cordy. And they had an exercise bike. That was cool.
Yes, like if you plug your bike, your phone into a compatible
bike.
And
you could like do cardio. Like
it'll recognize
say, hey,
the bike.
Use this app.
Yeah.
Like you can use this app to do like all these cool stuff with it.
So that has potential.
It does have potential. They also did Google at Home, which was awesome.
A lot of home well, the most interesting thing there were these light bulbs.
Tungsten boxes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, let's talk about those.
The tungsten box is a little black box. Mike has been saying for the longest time that what was it that you were saying?
I wanted Apple to release a little cube as like a little home server. You could keep all your music and media files and then just keep that by your TV or something.
Yeah. Hilariously, apparently Google was in fact listening to Mike, not Apple, and they made a little black box that you could in fact use as your home media server. So this thing is really cool. It's got LED lighting all around the edges. It changes color. It's really rad. Yeah. I hate everyone for getting all sorts of cool new stuff, but that's okay because you know what? I got a beta invite to Google Music.
That's right. You did get one perk.
I did. I got an invite to Google Music and I got to use it. So we actually put together a little demo video of it and it is pretty cool. And so let's check out Google Music. So here's the music app here. You can see this. I have it on the artist tab right now. It's none of this is on my device. I don't have any actual music saved to my device. This is all in the cloud via Google. So thanks, Google. If I hit artists, I can go to new and recent. That's where you get that really nice, really nice 3D cover flow type thing. Let's say I want to listen to the Foo Fighters, which I really like. I can do that. If I want to pin it, you just hit the little arrow right next to the album cover, or any of the songs for that matter. If you just want to pin one song, you can do that. But let's pin this album. So right here, it says available offline. We can go ahead and pin that. And what it'll do is it'll light up green, meaning that this is available offline now. You can actually see in the bottom, there is there will be a little notification that we can't see on the TV, but there will be a little pin in your notification area. And when you click on it, it'll tell you what percentage is that to make your music available offline. So it takes a little while to sort of download that to your device to cache it. But anyway, I just thought it was really cool to sort of show you guys how neat all this is. I really am enjoying, I'm really enjoying kind of playing around with it. I really like this sort of, this thing kind of works with the gyroscope. You can actually turn and see the different albums you have back there. Kind of a neat thing. It's a little different. Just, you know, something stupid and cool that I thought was awesome. But yeah. So you can see we've got like 181 desert rock songs. So yes, my favorite genre, the desert sessions, definitive collection, Queens of the Stone Age. Yes, very much into desert rock. But that is a very, very super brief tour of Google Music. That's pretty cool, the tour. It's kind of neat.
Yeah,
I've been really enjoying it.
I'm fairly impressed with it.
I like the pinning. That's really cool.
I think the pinning is pretty good. The speed of it is pretty good.
It's very responsive when you make a change, like on the desktop. Like if you're changing an album cover or something, it's very quick to push to your Zoom.
I mean that aspect, and then also just navigating through it is pretty fast.
I have 3,500 songs on FiOS, like going in and out of internet connection, like leaving my house and stuff took me like 2 days.
That's longer than I thought. I thought you could have done that in an evening. But,
well, I think, not in an evening, no.
Do you think there will be any version that's free, or will you pay for any amount?
I think no. I think you'll get 5 to 10 gigabytes free.
I don't think I think the precedent is they're going to do a song count. So how many songs?
So
500 songs
maybe 500 songs. Something like that.
We'll see. But here's the thing that's interesting about this
500 songs?
Is now Amazon. Yeah, okay. But Amazon's done the cloud drive and the cloud player.
They have.
And now Google's done this. So now the big player is what is Apple going to do? And they've now seen what they've done.
Yeah.
And
Developers Conference. I'm very curious as to how they react to this.
Not that it's
and
too
what
late
they
to
have
react
in
to
store.
it.
Right.
So, but whatever they've got planned, hopefully be more ambitious than what Google's been able to do.
So Facebook hired a PR company a while ago to sort of really push the media into looking into Google's privacy services. This guy was a journalist and they were pushing him to do it, and then he got fed up with it and decided to publish all of these emails from the PR company because they wouldn't tell him who they were working for.
Right.
They refused to tell him, so he published all these emails. He's like, fine, you won't tell me who you're working for, I'll just publish all these emails. And so through this series of events, they discovered it was Facebook that had hired this PR company.
Yep.
Real classy. Stay classy, Facebook.
Indeed. Every day I want to cancel that Facebook thing, but I can't because you said something about it's going to screw up your address book with my name in it, right?
Yeah. Well,
so
no,
this is
I fixed it. I think I can fix it.
I think that means I can get off Facebook.
You can now
it's like
leave
I don't
Facebook.
communicate. I don't care about. I get friend requests from people in high school. I could care less. Yeah, I really.
Mike doesn't.
Not interested. I'm really not interested.
Does Mike strike you as a Facebooker? Me neither.
Sorry. So anyway, I'm gonna ixnay that.
You're gonna put the kibosh.
Because I haven't seen what's that movie, The Social Network.
The Social Network. I haven't seen it either.
I haven't seen it, but I think he did some bad things in there.
I haven't seen it either, but you know when you put a title on a movie like you don't get to 500 bajillion friends without making a few enemies, that makes me think I might not like this guy.
He doesn't need my services.
He doesn't need my services, and the only reason I'm on Facebook is because I get bored and I like to complain about American Idol.
I will admit that's fun.
Yeah. All right. Microsoft buys Skype.
For how much?
8.5 billion ducats.
Yeah, and I don't think I've heard anyone say, "Hey, this is great. This sounds great."
What a great idea!
What a great
I know
idea.
everyone. I have heard nobody say, "This is awesome." You know what? This is a prudent business decision.
I mean,
nobody has said that.
In some ways, it's insane. I mean, they have Windows Live Messenger, which
is awful.
Which is awful, but with that said, it
exists.
Tens of millions of users, way more actually than Skype does, and way more active users. Than Skype does.
Because it comes bundled and installed with Windows.
Oh, people in offices use it. Apparently, I don't know anything about this, but people in offices use Windows Live Messenger.
From home,
I guess.
We don't know.
I don't know who does that, but what a mess of usernames.
Windows Live Skype.
And then now they're going to integrate
Windows
those.
Skype Messenger.
Integrating those
like
two
that.
accounts, it's just.
Yeah, it's going to be weird. And, who pays $8.5 billion for this? I don't know. I have a feeling they're going to spend money on integrating it into Xbox, like Xbox 360. I think you're going to be able to call Skype accounts with your Connect. Like, I think this is going to be a big thing. Video chat is going to get integrated with Skype via Xbox Live.
But think about this. The use case of this. When have you ever been on your Xbox thinking, I wish I want to really call my friend on his computer?
Like Grandma. What about Grandma, though? What if Grandma doesn't have an
But did you not have a computer? I mean, like a laptop? I mean, I just can't imagine this really taking off for anyone. Grandma doesn't use Skype. I mean, that's mental.
That's true. Microsoft, I'm telling you right now, if you put ads in my Xbox Live, like in terms of like if I get little pop-up ads and stuff, I pay yearly for this, and I will not stand for that. If you want to do an Xbox Live ad-supported account where you don't pay so that you can access all the Xbox Live stuff but have to watch ads, fine.
Right.
But do not touch my paid Xbox Live subscription or I will cut you, and I will cut you deep.
Do not want.
I had the pleasure of reviewing the Droid Incredible 2 by HTC, one of my all-time favorites.
You are a fan.
All-time faves. And I had a good time with it. So here is my delightful Droid Incredible 2 review. It's time for my Droid Incredible 2 review. Here it is. The Droid Incredible 2 is a pretty nice phone. It's a single-core, 1 GHz Qualcomm processor. It's the same, actually, as the HTC Thunderbolt, but you're not going to find LTE on this phone. It's not a 4G phone. However, it is a world phone, meaning you can actually put in a international SIM card into this and it will work. The hardware of the Droid Incredible 2 is it's pretty nice. It is obviously very much like the original Droid Incredible, which had this really nice sort of molded back, which is really cool. They have the rounded corners again. The screen size has been upgraded from 3.7 inches to 4. I'm slightly sad that they took away the red accents on the phone. I thought that was one of the really cool, like, defining features of the original Droid Incredible. But, it's not such a bad thing. It's all black. It's very sleek, very sexy. You do not have to remove the battery to replace or exchange your SD card or remove it. Also, they have added a front-facing camera, which is actually all the way to the right there on the phone. So it's a little bit off-center. It's not quite as close to the center of the phone as other front-facing cameras have. One of the features I really love about the Droid Incredible 2 is they've actually replaced the optical trackpad and the capacitive buttons with these really awesome lighted sort of LED buttons that you can rotate with the phone and they will change orientation. It's a really cool feature. The Droid Incredible 2 is rocking Sense. It's plain Sense. It's not Sense 2.0 or Sense 3D or any other of these crazy iterations of Sense that we've been seeing that are going to be coming out for the Evo 3D or on Thunderbolt or the Inspire, anything that's got the upgraded Sense, this does not have. We're hoping that at some point the Droid Incredible 2 gets upgraded to Gingerbread so it can take advantage of Google video chat. So we're hoping, fingers crossed. Yeah, by the way, everybody, 2.2 on this phone, so kind of an ouch. One of the things that HTC decided to do with the Droid Incredible 2 is remove the 8GB on-device storage and actually put that into the SD card that comes with the phone. So instead of getting 8 gigs on-device and 8 gigs in an SD card, they're actually giving you 16 gigs on an SD card. Overall, I am not really thrilled that there's no 4G. I'm also not thrilled about the fact that it isn't a dual-core phone, especially with the proliferation of all of these dual-core phones that are starting to come out. And on top of that, no Gingerbread, which is kind of a big deal to me. However, if you're using the Droid Incredible 2 for its intended purpose, which is to be used as a world phone, you may not need all of those amenities on the phone. As long as it works overseas, you're in a good place. This is actually an excellent update to the original Droid Incredible, and I really love that they updated the screen size to something a little bit more modern, a little bit more high-tech. Overall design of the phone is excellent. Sense, of course, I think is the best Android UI that you can get besides stock. I mean, it's a great update to an amazing phone, and it's really nice to know that the SLCD screens are not going to cause the same shortages that the AMOLED screens for the original Droid Incredible caused last year. So HTC, good job.
Hey, that was a terrific review. So, okay, so what's your score on our pancake scale?
On our pancake scale, out of a 5 pancake rating, I give the Droid Incredible 2 3.5 out of 5 pancakes.
That's 3.5 pancakes.
3.5 pancakes out of 5.
I mentioned earlier that's our most popular score.
So far, that is indeed our most popular score. We've given it to the 3DS. The Droid Incredible 2 is a great phone. It's a great phone for somebody who travels a lot. If you go overseas, if you are international, this is an excellent phone for you. And really, that's what it's meant to do. It's a world phone. So if you travel and you are looking for a phone, I mean, I would not recommend any other phone for you. No. I would say Droid Incredible 2 all the way. Like, it's great. Mike.
Yes?
Time for the Techno Dome.
Oh, hey.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the Techno Dome. Once again, 16 tech combatants
I thought you were going to get it
head to head against each other. We are going to bring out the big board. Last week, as Andy Rubin took out Steve Jobs in round 1, Morgan Webb took out Stephen Colbert in round 1. This week, we have the results of Tim Schafer versus me, and Steve Ballmer, who looks terrifying. He looks excited that he's buying Skype.
This is when he was thinking about buying Skype right to his face.
That must be. And Woz, who just looks cheerful all the time.
As always.
It's like a jolly Apple Santa.
Yeah, exactly.
And so on the pop culture side, the votes are in, and I am happy to say that I have bested Tim Schafer in Mortal Kombat, and I am moving on to the next round. So congratulations to me. Yay.
Yeah, that is true. That is a certified result. That's not
certified.
Phony,
I swear I did not skew the votes in any way, shape, or form.
It was quite lopsided,
Tim
actually.
Schafer was very sad. He tweeted at me and said, "Why do we have to be enemies?" And I was actually really upset that he tweeted that. I was like, "No, I don't want to be your enemy. I want to be your friend."
Oh no, he thinks you're an adversary.
I know. Now he's going to hate me. Hey, everyone watching right now, let's just take a guess. Could it be scary, terrifying Steve Ballmer?
A lot of Microsoft
jolly,
fans.
happy-looking Steve Wozniak.
A lot of Microsoft fans, so who knows?
That's true.
But
a lot of people still use Windows.
As it happens, at the end of the day, in the final analysis, what happened was Woz won.
Woz.
The co-founder of Apple Computer, thank God, moves on.
Look at how happy he is to be moving on.
This makes up a little bit for this loss here, which is ridiculous and insane.
Mike's still hurting.
I am still hurting. Sorry, Woz. So yeah, so look at this. So now Woz moves on, and he's going to be taking on
Andy Rubin.
In the
second bracket. This is the quarterfinals.
Right, but that's not going to happen until we get through the rest of these jokers.
Yeah, we got to get through the rest of these jokers, which includes Mike over on the Tech Titan side. Who are you taking on over there?
Hey, this is kind of weird. I'm taking on Mark Zuckerberg, who I was just ranting and raving about.
Maybe canceling your Facebook account will put you over the top.
Because I think he might be a person of ill repute. So
I'd vote for you, Mike.
Well, I would hope so.
I would vote for you for sure.
I hope so. So I'm taking on Mark Zuckerberg in the voting this week. So please, this next 2 weeks. So please
vote for Mike. I'm going to tell everybody vote for Mike. I'll vote for you.
I'm going to vote for me, and my cat is too.
A vote for Mike is a vote against Facebook.
Well, don't say that. People like their Facebook.
A lot of people don't like Facebook right now.
Okay.
Round 3 on the pop culture side, we actually have my favorite and yours, Shigeru Miyamoto, creator of everyone's favorite, Mario.
I think that accent's slightly offensive, but go ahead.
No, it's not. Shut up. He is going up against who could be one of the weirdest, craziest, most amazing musicians of all time.
You see her shoes on American Idol?
I did.
Those were interesting.
I think she got them at the corner of Sawtell and Olympic.
I bet she did.
She must have found them there.
Those shoes, they frightened that Scotty McCreery kid.
They did. They frightened the country boy.
You didn't like that.
Lady Gaga, she's going up against Miyamoto. So
yeah.
Vote for whoever you want. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I can't. I love.
That's a tough one.
I love them both. I love them both. Although I have more history with Miyamoto, so. You know.
I have more strong emotions about Gaga.
Sure. And
I like singing her songs in the car. So that's the Techno Dome. So if you want to vote in the Techno Dome, you got to go to techfoolery.tv, and it'll be right there with the episode title, episode 4. You can vote there, and you can pick whoever you like, Mike Hobbs versus Mark Zuckerberg, or Shigeru Miyamoto versus Gaga, or you can vote for both. Vote early, vote often. Vote.
You can't really vote often because when I tried that, it didn't work.
Yeah, we have it set up where you can't really vote often.
It said I already
vote
voted.
And then share it with your friends.
Yeah,
Tell them to vote for people you like or don't like.
Trick other people into doing it.
So that's the Technodome this week, everyone.
Go for it.
One of our favorite parts of Techfoolery is we have an advice columnist here, and his name is Steve. We will not give his last name for fear that we will be sued or served with a cease and desist order by a certain large corporation whose logo happens to be a fruit. So, it's time for Ask Steve. This week, one of our viewers has written in asking for some fashion advice.
Oh.
Viewer Chris writes, Dear Steve, I need a new belt. I was wondering, what belt do you suggest wearing? I can't go beltless. Well, Chris, I'm sure Steve's got something for you.
I've got great news for those of you looking for a new belt. We're about to make history, again. I'd like to introduce you to the iBelt, a revolutionary trouser support device. No longer is it amateur hour on your pants. The iBelt is created with all the hallmarks of modern technology that you've come to expect from us. We really thought about how many holes to put in it, and then decided this is a post-hole belt. Holes are so limiting. It adjusts to any size, for any person. The iBelt comes equipped with an A6 processor, access to the App Store, and will be available in 32 and 64 gigabyte models. It's revolutionary. It's magical. It's the iBelt. You're welcome.
You must be so excited about that.
I am excited.
Are you going to get one?
Yeah, of course.
2? Are you getting one in black or white?
No. You know, white looks cool, but black just because it will go with more of my clothes.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I can pull off a white belt yet.
One of our other user-submitted segments of the show
Indeed.
is really cool. It's users take pictures with their cell phones, or they create art with their tablets through Sketchbook or other means. And this is the Museum of Mobile Art. This week on Museum of Mobile Art, we have a great picture. It's a landscape taken by Simon in the UK. He took this great landscape shot, really beautiful, with his Xperia Arc, his Sony Ericsson Xperia Arc.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it was taken in Bolton.
Oh, Bolton. If memory serves, I believe Bolton was the site of one of the first aerial assaults in the 1920s, I think. When
I think you're right.
Believe it or not, a Zeppelin. This is amazing. A Zeppelin dropped 21 bombs on this poor place.
Oh, my God.
Bolton.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
21 whole bombs.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of people died.
Oh, I hope not.
You know, Bolton derives from 2 words.
Oh, what are they?
Yeah, it derives from bottle and tune.
Bottle, as in a bottle.
Yeah.
And tune as in a tune.
Yeah, and it means a settlement with a special building.
Bolton. And, you know, and if you're not into that history sort of thing, there's some very famous modern figures have come from Bolton.
Really?
Actors, directors.
Shocked.
Okay.
No.
Try
Who?
this. Mr. Danny Boyle.
Slumdog Millionaire?
Slumdog Millionaire, Trainspotting, terrific, exciting
God.
director, Sunshine. Also
Very
the
talented.
Terrific actor Robert Shaw.
Quint from Jaws.
From Jaws. Who doesn't love that? And what was the other movie after that? But
you know, I believe...
The Deep.
Yeah, The Deep. The Jeep.
And
It's
then
a great
also,
movie.
I believe one other exemplary star, Sir Ian McKellen,
Oh,
is from Bolton.
wow. Wow.
Sir Ian McKellen.
It's really...
Magneto.
Yeah, Magneto. I love that that's the role that you chose. Magneto. According to a survey of the British Association for the Advancement of Science, Boltonians are the friendliest people in Britain.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, that's so. Look, there's two people right there. I bet they're real friendly.
They look friendly even from afar.
She's wearing a nice blue shirt. That means I'm friendly. It just says she just looks friendly. Maybe we'll retire there.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll build my house right at that little meadow at the end of the road.
Wouldn't that be surreal?
And I can look out and be like, I remember this. Bolton, they sided with the Puritans.
Yeah.
At one point in the 1600s.
Right.
And they were very upset. Other people. Were
Because what ended up happening was Prince Rupert attacked Bolton. First, that's what you just said.
Ugh.
1,500 killed, 700 taken prisoner in what later was called the Bolton Massacre.
Ugh.
Yeah, this was in 1644.
Well, it looks like all of those dead bodies have fertilized the ground really nicely because everything is so green.
Well, from the darkness comes this beautiful light.
Yeah, of course. This is what happens when people turn to compost. And I'm really impressed with it. But actually, it's a really beautiful shot. And Simon,
thank you.
Thank you so much for sending it in. If you would like to send your picture in, you can go to techfoolery.tv and click on the submit button at the top of our navigation bar. We have it right there for you. Or you can email us directly email us a link to your picture. Please don't attach it because we tend to not open attachments because of viruses and all that stuff.
That's correct.
Email us a link to your picture. Tell us what you took it with. And email us at thetechfooleryshow@gmail.com. All good things, they must come to an end, including this show. It might not be good, but it still has to end.
It does, indeed.
So thank you so much for watching. If you would like to be a part of the show, if you'd like to submit to Ask Steve, anything, comments, suggestions, go over to our website, techfoolery.tv, and let us know what you think of the show. You can find us on Twitter. I'm Android Ashley. Mike's Ballas23.
Yeah, I prefer when she says it.
Yeah. I always feel weird when I try to toss to Mike and it gets all awkward. You can check out all of our stuff. We've got previous episodes, everything on techfoolery.tv. That's the place to be. So, but on behalf of everybody here, all two of us, I'm Ashley Esqueda.
Yeah, I'm Mike Hobbs.
And that's been Techfoolery. We'll see you in a fortnight.
Enjoy.